everyone, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo! Tanabata is here, and the second act seems to be close to coming to a close. So, no more talking. Let's get into it. Even though it is a holiday, I wake up at the same time as usual on a day when everyone else is likely sleeping in for another 6 hours. I take my morning regimen of pills for the first time in a few days. Admittedly, I let my medication slip my mind. Looking at the rows of bottles in front of me, I don't know how I managed to. 17 different medications. I feel full enough to skip the breakfast after taking all of them. I'm already up, so I might as well take a walk. The weather looks nice outside, giving off an idyllic atmosphere I'd often dreamed of. It's always been kind of a romantic notion for me to be able to meander around in the countryside taking in the fresh air. Now that an opportunity to do just that is here, I can't resist, even though I know it must seem silly. I stop at the main building in order to buy a drink, then decide to enter it and maybe hang around on the roof a little bit. The view may be pretty cool at this time, and I'm sure nobody else will be up there either, and I've never been up there by myself. The school is quiet today, deserted. My footsteps echoing in the staircase to the roof are unnervingly loud. It shouldn't bother me due to how much time I've spent in sign language class in near total silence, or working so much with Shizune lately, but it still does. It makes the smallest noises that I wouldn't have noticed before seem boomingly loud. It feels like I'm sneaking around someplace I shouldn't be. I wonder why I'm getting that vibe. Maybe the school is haunted or something. Whoa, that was loud. When I open the door to the roof, I see I'm not alone. Misha leans against the fence, looking over the school grounds, not having noticed me at all. Instantly, I know what I have to do. I have to put my hands over her eyes and say, "Guess who?" It's the only option. Halfway, I'd start thinking of how bad this would look if Shizune suddenly popped in, having left just for a second to get some sandwiches, and saw me sneaking up on Misha like this. I pray silently that such a coincidental misunderstanding doesn't happen. Guess who? Hichan! Well, she guessed quickly. She says without hesitating for a second, without deviating even slightly from her normal tone. My fun was over before it even started. Hi, Hichan! Good morning! She reflexively tries to move her hands to form a greeting and entangles them in the fencing. Good morning. I didn't expect to find you here. What are you doing up so early? I could ask you the same thing, Hichan. What are you up to so early? What are you doing up so early? I didn't expect to find you here. I asked you first. You're right. You sound just like Hichan. No, I don't. I say in the least convincing manner possible. Luckily, Misha doesn't notice what a bad actor I am. Are you looking forward to tonight? Of course, Hichan. I don't like celebrations, or maybe not as much as Hichan does, but Tanabata stands always have some interesting things to buy and all kinds of seasonal food. And I get to wear Yukata! Her choice of words is a little strange. It sounds like she's saying that she doesn't like celebrations, but likes doing everything involved with them. I don't know if it's worth pursuing, though, and it could be that I just misunderstood. What about you, Hichan? I am, or else I'd just stay home, wouldn't I? That's the logical step. Hichan, you're not that logical. So, that's really surprising. Okay though. I was just making sure because you didn't look like you were having a lot of fun last time. Me and Hichan were a little worried because of that. Hey, I had fun. I guess I ended up appreciating it more than I expected to. Really, Hichan? What part of it? Tell me! Well, it might have had something to do with Shizune. Well, there were fireworks at the end. They were really nice. I think you slept through them. Aw, I always fall asleep early. But I won't sleep through them this year. I'll definitely stay awake. And then she falls asleep. I don't think they have fireworks during Tanabata. It's a different mood entirely. Maybe you can get Shizune to petition them to have them, though. And to move the fireworks to an earlier time. Maybe I will! That's a great idea, Hichan! No, it's not. Don't do that. I wasn't being serious. Although, maybe it would annoy Shizune. Wow, Hisao, you almost called Shizune Shichan. I mean, when you've been hanging around, you should, as long as you have. I mean, what am I even saying?
You make it sound like you would like that, Hichan. Hichan, do you like Shichan?
I can't say yes or no, and sitting down like I am, I can't even smoothly leave. Don't be silly. The one I like is you. Oh.
Really, Hichan? No, you can, right? You must like Shichan more.
Misha, you jump to conclusions too much.
But you almost called her Shichan, so I'm right?
Well, you call her that too. It's because you call her Shichan all the time. It got stuck in my head. Osmosing language is common, you know. Besides, it's one little slip-up. And by your logic, you should like her more than me. And... are you making fun of me or something?
Maybe?
Well, she's not denying it.
I'm hungry. Did you eat breakfast, Hichan?
No, just medicine. Misha twirls her finger lazily in the air to keep her hands busy as she thinks.
We should eat something then. Do you think they will be serving breakfast today?
That's really the kind of thing a member of the student council should know. I can't say that though. I'm on the student council and I don't know. It didn't seem like anyone was working in the kitchen when I entered the building, but I don't know for sure.
Hey, Hichan! Have you ever heard about those vending machines that you can get food from, like burgers, soup, and even pizza? Wouldn't it be great if we had some of those at our school?
I don't know. I always thought those machines were kind of weird.
Imagine how cool it would be if we had machines like that at our school, Hichan. It'd almost be like magic, wouldn't it? Hot food coming out of a vending machine. That's so amazing. I could never imagine that. Seeing one of those machines would be like a dream. We don't have machines like that in this whole town, though. It's too early to even go into town. I won't be able to eat breakfast, Hichan. That's the most important meal of the day. Everyone says so. I want to eat.
You're really silly. If it bothers you so much, I'll buy you a soda. Misha puffs out her cheeks and puts on her serious face.
Hichan, a soda is not a breakfast. It's like water.
I mean... it's not like water, it's liquid. Water isn't food. Liquid can be food. Now who sounds like Shizune, Misha? I want to say it. Even her tone reminds me of Shizune's unblinking matter-of-fact way of stating the ridiculous. If I did say that, though, I would be the one who sounds like Shizune again. It's terrible. Her competitiveness is really rubbing off on me. Let's look for something to eat then.
Okay.
Predictably, our search for food in an empty school building this early in the morning leads only to failure. Misha decides to go off on her own after we both decide to give up for now, vowing to eat breakfast even though by now it's time for brunch. I go back to my dorm. The following hours tick by slowly, and I pass the time by catching up on my reading. Some of these books I haven't touched since I was in the hospital. Thinking back on it, it wasn't that long ago, even though it definitely feels like it was. A free day and I can't think of anything to do. I take a short nap, and as I change for the second time today, I realize that I never actually confirmed with Shizune or Misha when and where we would meet up. I guess that eventually they would come looking for me, but I would look pretty stupid if it came to that. It's already evening, so I should at least make an effort to find them first. Even though the grounds aren't exactly flooded with people, and it should be impossible to miss Misha's pink hair even if they were, I have a lot of difficulty finding them. Finally, I run into them at the front gate. The front gate? I run into them at the front gate! I run into them at the front gate, which was the first place I had looked. Oh! Shizune doesn't look too bad in the yukata. I'm just gonna say that. Hello. She attempts to punctuate her normal greeting with a grand little sweep at the end.
Same goes for Misha. Hee-chan! How are you?
It's strange seeing them in Yukata, though I've been seeing Yukata in general all night. Shizune is simple and tasteful, which seems obvious for her in retrospect. For all her grand flourishes and over-the-top behavior, I think she would rather die than dress the part. What draws my eye is the hairpin she's wearing, a pearl flower that gleams softly in the moonlight. Yeah, it does look pretty good. It looks pretty on her, but in a way it also feels out of place. As if it's too elaborate for a high school girl, or maybe just for someone as secretly childish as Shizune. Misha's Yukata is about the way I expected, so it actually fits a little too well. Paired with her bubblegum pink hair, she looks cute, but anachronistic. You two look nice.
Thanks, Hee-chan!
Oh! Shizune's not taking the compliment, it seems.
Hee-chan, you're a little late.
Oh. Well, of course.
We were waiting here a while for you. Did you forget the time or the place?
Well, you didn't really tell me the time or the place.
Oh well, let's get going, Hee-chan.
Misha dropping this line of discussion saves me what it could be potentially be a pretty embarrassing thing to own up to. Specifically, that I've been looking for them for at least an hour. Seeing Shizune and Misha looking so cheerful, it's hard not to want to fall into the atmosphere and enjoy a nice night out. What bothers me is that I'm having some trouble reading Shizune's signing tonight. I haven't been to sign language class in almost a week, so I'm not surprised. I guess having lost focus for a while, I'm slipping. It certainly wouldn't be the first time. Hold on, where are we going? Into town? Yes. That doesn't make any sense. We haven't even checked out what's on the grounds. Unless you two decide to have fun while I wasn't looking. We're going to come back. We'll be working our way up.
Either way, Hee-chan, we have to walk into town and then back up if we want to see everything. So, this way, after we're done, we'll be right by our dorms when we're tired. It works out perfectly!
This is admittedly logical. Shizune doesn't give me much time to argue anyway, grabbing me by the arm and lightly trying to pull me along. Oh! The streets illuminated only by the light of the moon and low lanterns tinted with tissue paper put me at ease. Now that we're in town, Shizune moves a bit more slowly in order to see the lights. So I decided to walk more briskly in order to mess with her, but she quickly readjusts her own speed to match, letting out a soundless laugh before quickly signing to Misha with her offhand.
What do you want to do first, Hee-chan?
How about some games, if there are any?
I thought you didn't like games, Hee-chan.
I don't mind. For the second time today, I feel her warm finger... Why did I say warm? I mean... That's not the word I'm supposed to be saying. I feel her slim fingers wrapping around mine. It feels like all this time I've been pulled along by Shizune's will. Occasionally, it's quite tiring, but I think that for the most part, I wouldn't say I hate it. It's just the quality of time. It's just the quality of some people to drag others into their lives like a storm. That word fits Shizune sometimes, I think. Although I didn't want to tell Misha earlier today, I do like her.
Hee-chan, you're going to win a doll for me too this time, right?
You're still thinking about that? Okay, I will. The time passes by faster than I thought it could as we run around, trying to do as many frivolous things as possible.
Snap-bones! Hee-chan, do you want one?
Misha runs towards the sand, not even waiting to hear my answer. They look delicious. I want one too. We'll play rock, paper, scissors to see who can pay for them. Or we could each pay for our own.
Hee-chan! What flavor do you want?
The blue one. Blue is not a flavor. I knew that. Wearing something based on color is childish. You're childish. What are you getting? Are you getting strawberry? Ha! That's such a childish flavor. Only children eat strawberry. Let's not. You should get plain, the most mature flavor of all. to know where her personality comes from. I wonder if I would think that way if she hadn't been the first student I ended up having a conversation with on my first day here. It's entirely possible that I missed the parts of her that kept drawing me in. If I didn't know that she couldn't hear me and that she was so competitive and so focused on getting me to join student council and so alternatingly playful and sharp, without those constant new facets that keep my interest in her, would I have grown to like her so much? It's likely that I'm overthinking it. Aren't you going to make a wish?
Shichan never makes wishes, Hichan.
Oh, really? Not even on New Year's? Why's that?
I'm wondering.
Shizune tenses her fingers and smiles, but won't answer. It's a secret.
I know! Hichan, do you want me to tell you? Looks like Shizune doesn't
Want Misha to say anything? Yes. Shizune alternates between as many forceful iterations of no as she can think of.
I'll tell you later, okay? Actually, I feel tired. I think I'm going to go to bed early.
Really? It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Time flies when you're having fun.
But it has, Hichan. Maybe I can visit Yuka first, then go back? I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Have fun without me, okay?
We're going to go back to the school soon anyway, Misha. And she's gone. Misha doesn't want to hear it and leaves anyway. Shizune starts to wonder why as soon as I do, but while I keep it in my head, she signs it, seeming to want to discuss the possible reasons. After we're both seeing what there is to see, I check the time and find that it is pretty late. My energy is starting to wear off, and it's a miracle I managed to even have even this much too. Even Shizune is starting to look a bit tired. We make our way back to the grounds. Shizune seems disappointed when she sees the school building lit up and teeming with students. Something wrong? I wanted to go up to the roof, but now there are too many people. I'm tired, so it might be for the best. There are probably couples on the roof, since it's that kind of holiday. Then again, I wouldn't know. Is that how it really is? I've never really been to any festivals before coming here. I'm disappointed. I thought you said you wanted to see what the school was doing last, like saving the best for last. Now you're telling me you won't want to? Not even a little? I thought you would have more energy. I don't feel tired. This seems to spark her competitive spirit, and Shizune immediately perks up. Although it's then that I realized I didn't have anywhere in mind to take her, and I don't feel like going to the main building myself. Fortunately, the area behind the school is both deserted and impressive looking today. I never really appreciated how sprawling and well kept it was until seeing it at night. It seems to go on forever in the moonlight. It's very pretty, even though it's just a field. I thought earlier that it was too immature to pull off the old-fashioned clothes she was wearing tonight, but right now she is quite beautiful in them. It makes me think back to that day, the other festival I went to with her. She had looked the same way then. I want to tell her that I like her, decisively, in one go, but even thinking about it is just so awkward. And the more I like her, the more awkward and afraid I am of telling her how I feel, even now, when I could do so if I wanted without having to go through another person. Not to mention, what if what happened last time happens again? If it does, I might not get off so easily with a months-long hospital stay. I don't want to even think about it. I try to shut the thoughts out of my mind in any way possible. I try to dismiss them as unlikely fears. Still, the first time I had seen all my pills, I imagined them cascading before me, enough of them to choke me. I still think about it from time to time. I can't say it's not a legitimate concern. Times like these are nice enough that I can forget too. Can forget though. Oh! Looks like we got a CG here. My favorite thing about the school is that it's on top of a mountain. Is it because it's that much closer to the sky? Yes. I like it too, but more because of the fresh air. You're so competitive. Too competitive. If a whale bit you, you would bite it back. That makes her laugh, and she winks. Would that be so bad? Her smile is contagious. Yes. It's true. I'm terrible, a little.
Well, she acknowledged it.
But if I can make people happy, I'm not entirely terrible, am I? Then it's okay. I have many examples in my defense. Maybe even this moment is kind of a game to her. It's a kind of game to her. That's right. This is a romantic moment. I don't know if such a chance might come again, and I feel compelled to say something awkward and stupid. If I think about it too much, I doubt my hands will listen to me. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Oh! He asked!
And Shizune looks flustered.
I hope that I signed it properly. I feel nervous, as if I want to break into a run, yet I'm rooted to the spot. I couldn't hear a thing just minutes ago. Now I'm picking up every little ambient noise. I really am nervous, and I wonder if it shows. Before, hours passed like seconds. Now the seconds pass like eons. Then I see Shizune's hands moving unsteadily before her, fumbling over each other, stopping halfway through each gesture. It's like she said, sign language gives you an opportunity to think your words through, and she is trying very hard to do that right now. A situation that she doesn't know how to respond to. It must be unthinkable. As stoic as Shizune tries to be, she can't hide her reddening cheeks, and she's very cute and feminine like this. And it puts me at ease to know she is as nervous as I am. The thought is yet another way in which I found myself competing with her. Okay. Oh, she accepted! That's a simple reply, but as soon as I think that, Shizune takes a step forward and embraces me. An unsure and careful embrace, as if I were made of eggshell, and as if she doesn't know how to hug someone. Although, to be honest, it's not a subject I'm familiar with either. Her yukata is cool and silky under my fingers, but I can also feel Shizune's warmth. In the end, she thought that this the best possible gesture to show how she felt. Aww. Oh.
Act 3! A sleight of hand.
And on that note,
Even though this episode ended up being really short, I think I'm going to call it here. I mean, this would seem like a good place to stop, since a new act is starting. So, we'll start with Act 3 next time. So, thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like, and see ya in the next one.